$800, and I'm getting it for $6. This is why I love thrifting. I've been on a little mission lately trying to discover my own personal home decor style, and I've been trying to thrift items and then redecorate my space with those. And so today I'm gonna give myself a $100 budget, and I get to find any piece that just speaks to me, and I'm looking for whimsical home decor pieces, maybe some furniture pieces if I'm lucky. I am also aiming for an electric mix, so I'm thinking a little bit of mid-century modern and then a touch of boho chic. So I'm really excited to go see what items are out there waiting for us at the store today. Before we head off to Goodwill, I do want to get my shipping ready. That way I can just drop it off at the post office on the way. And I actually have one of those finds that was giving me a little bit of a challenge, not at the store, but at the post office. So this is one of those irregular packages, the kind that don't fit into a standard box or poly mailer, and USPS has a $4 non-standard fee for items like tubes, golf clubs, some home decor items, and other oddly shaped packages that don't fit their standard sorting equipment. But by checking the irregular package indicator, eBay Labels gives me a heads up if a package will trigger that fee. That way I can mark it correctly before I ship it out, and that way buyers get the correct cost up front, and then I'm not hit with any surprise fees. And the indicator works across all three carriers, UPS, USPS, and FedEx. And since USPS is the most recent carrier to add this fee, it's especially helpful to know that the toggle keeps your pricing accurate no matter which service you use. Plus, I get discounted rates and tracking that updates automatically, which makes shipping out these oddly shaped items so much easier. It's all built right in the eBay Seller Hub, and it's made my life easier as a seller, especially when I have to ship out those irregular finds. So while it's easier now to ship out those quirky items, it's even more fun to find them. So let's go see what we can find for $100. So we're already off to a great start. I am definitely going to be grabbing this vintage tray. I love the brass handles and the tile inlay, and it is only $5. Really great deal. This is definitely a vintage, mid-century modern, and I could see putting this in my kitchen and putting a few items, just home decor pieces, to really make it warm and cozy. I did really want to make a point to find picture frames because I'm starting from scratch and I actually don't have any picture frames on hand. This one is 100% wood. It feels like it's hand carved, or it looks like it's hand carved, and it's only $3 for a really high quality picture frame. I'm gonna grab this. I think this looks very rustic, I would say boho, artisan feel, and I'm probably gonna put this in my bedroom. Look at this beauty. This is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see how much it is. It is only $15. You see that? $15 for this gorgeous rocking chair. Oh my goodness, and it's so comfortable. I'm so excited about this one. So this looks like a vintage bent wood rocking chair with the cane backing. Definitely very boho, cottagecore, I would say Parisian. This is beautiful. What a great find, and for such a great price. I actually love this cup. I wish there was more to the set, but I only see the one. It has little flowers in it. I really like this yellow. Okay, so another really great picture frame, and I love this one. I love how large it is. I love the color. I don't like the print, but I'm gonna take that print out and I'm gonna put something else in it. And this one is only $4, which again, really great. This feels like it's wood. It's really high quality and absolutely stunning. What I did want to show you, it's not home decor related, but I'm actually really excited about these. So I have little popcorn bowls, kind of like this, but a little bit bigger, that I give to my kids anytime that we have a movie night. And I only have two because one actually broke. And so I was just telling my husband the other day how I need to get more of these. So I'm really excited. They are only, they are $4 a piece, which is kind of spendy, but I actually just took a picture of them and then Google Lens them, and they even resell pre-owned for around $50. I'm excited to pick these up pre-owned for $4 a piece when I was already gonna pick up some anyway. They're so cute, and we just made our basement into kind of like our movie theater room. I don't really need the salt shaker, but at the same time, I don't want to break up the set. I love these. I think they're adorable. They just add to the whole movie experience. So I'm gonna grab this. It's just this cute little glass piece, but it's really charming. I actually really like the color, and I could use this as just a little decor piece. I could put some dried flowers in here, but I do want to grab this just as a filler item for when I'm decorating shelves or little coffee tables. And I don't know if it is vintage, but I just think it's really charming. And again, I just really love the color. I'm really drawn to greens. This is interesting. It looks like it was a regular wine bottle that was melted down. I mean, I don't need it, but it is interesting. Wonder what they used it for. This trip kept getting better and better, so I ended up finding these gorgeous candlestick holders, and these ones definitely added a little vintage charm. They were also whimsical and romantic, and I loved the color on these and the fact that it had a delicate floral accent. Oh, perfect. I'm really excited to put these in my house. I think these are both really cool. I'm so excited. So this is exactly something that I was hoping to find. They are both vintage bamboo fans, and they have the little hooks up here so you can hang them up. And I could see hanging these both up above a bed or a couch or even down our hallway. I'm really excited about these. And these definitely look very, I would say, world traveler, retro, boho chic. I love the little carve work in here, the checkered top. I also love this one with the little gold accent. I just recently picked up another leaf that's blue, and I think this would be really cute to put my rings in and have this in my bedroom. So again, I was on a little mission trying to find some picture frames. I really liked the retro wave design to this one, and it was also half off, so it was only $1. I don't know why, but I actually really liked this bird print. So this is vintage, and I liked the frame as well. So there was some wear to it, but I don't mind it. I think it looks really earthy and natural and kind of folksy. I think it's cute. Okay, so I just noticed this lamp, and I really like this texture, and it feels really heavy. Like, it's really good quality. I definitely like to mix and match textures. I feel like that gives the room just more dimension. I don't know if I love the color, but I could even see repainting this and then doing a different lampshade. I think I'm gonna grab this. I think the texture on this one makes it a little bit more earthy and modern, and then also a natural feel. I might use this in my living room or even in my bedroom. Right away, I knew that I needed to take this home with me. I loved the deep blue indigo and the floral design. This is definitely a statement ceramic piece. And then I had to go look through some of the lampshades, and I got this little small one. I have an idea. Okay, and something else that I just found. This is a Turkish hand-blown, hand-painted Silverina bowl, decorated with beautiful gold flowers and this gorgeous green. This is so stunning. And I could actually see hanging this as a wall decor or having it on the counter. I could also see having this on a coffee table. This definitely looks very, again, boho chic. I would also say something that you would see in Anthropologie, something very expensive, and only $8. And then I'm also gonna get this vase. I just picked up that other blue and white vase just now, and this is really pretty. It has little chickens. This definitely looks very cottagecore, and I'm gonna put this in my kitchen somewhere. It's really cute. I have been on the hunt for some wicker pieces because I currently only have one, and it is a wicker basket that my fiddle leaf tree is in. So I'm gonna grab this one, and this is probably gonna go in my kitchen. I'm gonna put some fruit in it. I'm also gonna grab this one. I love wicker pieces because whenever I see them, I think that they add a lot of depth and texture into rooms. So I'm gonna grab this one, and I don't know what I'm gonna use it for yet. I think these are really neat. So this is Mr. Claus, and then you have Mrs. Claus. I mean, how unique are these? They're vintage, they're mid-century modern. They're only $3 each. I think I'm actually gonna grab these. I think they're really charming. So I don't know how accurate the comps were, but I just looked these up on eBay, and people were trying to sell them together for $150. So I feel like getting them each for $3, really great deal. I think I found so many great items. I'm really happy with how this first store went. Okay, so it's the next day. I think I'm actually gonna head back to Goodwill. I just finished some lunch, and I wanna see if I can find anything else, just because I am under budget as of right now, and I just have a feeling there's gonna be some stuff there for me. So let's go see if there's anything else that we can add to the $100 budget challenge. So first, I found this woven wicker stool. This is really nice. I think it was originally off Amazon for around $75 and it's only marked $8. I think this will be a nice addition, like texture-wise, into either my living room or my downstairs basement. So really excited about this find. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I've been saying how in my last video, I've been kind of obsessed with plants lately, and I wanted to start doing more outdoor plants. So I'm really excited about these finds. So this is a really nice little terracotta planter. This is heavy, very solid, and originally these are sometimes hundreds of dollars. It's only $6, and this is really, really nice. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. It's like hurting my arms. It's so heavy. But not one, I got two. So another one. And I know that this has green on it and it might not look desirable to you, but sometimes people actually even paint their terracotta pots to look green like this to give it that kind of used and vintage look. And this one is just naturally green. So really exciting. Again, $6, and these brand new are hundreds of dollars, but it gets better. And again, this is really heavy. So I was looking at those ones and the guy that was bringing them out was like, wait, I have another one. This is the best one. Look at how beautiful this one is. This is so nice, and you can just feel the quality. And I looked at the bottom of this one and I looked up the company, and originally this pot was around $700 to $800 and I'm getting it for $6. How amazing is that? I love Goodwill. This is why I love thrifting. I just had to share that with you because I was so excited. Oh, again, I just can't believe all the great pots that I just found. It was like they were waiting for me. Trying to hold this one up to have it in frame, and my arms are shaking. And I just recently became hooked on plants, and I never realized how expensive really great pots were. So I was actually just recently looking some up, and we went to a garden nursery, and some of them were so expensive, I was blown away. So I feel like I was definitely meant to find these today, because like I said, right when I came out here, he was pulling them out, and I grabbed those two right away, and he's like, wait, I have another one, and then brought the most expensive and nicest one out. Oh, I'm just so happy. That like made my day. I've now gotten 4 compliments on these pots. That's when you know that you've scored. Hey friends, so we're home now and I'm so excited about all the treasures that we found in just one day of thrifting. I did go back to the store today and I found those 3 pots and the ottoman just because I had some more money left over from the budget. So stay tuned to the very end to see if I stayed within my budget. But other than that, this is all just from one day and I'm so happy with it. I think we found some really great items. So let's get to decorating with them. Okay, so the first item that I'm putting away, you guys might have spotted this in my last video, the beautiful rocking chair. I think that it looks really great in my dining room, and I have this little lamp above it, and I've already used it sitting, drinking my coffee or reading a book, but it's so cozy in here, and it's nice to have a little just comfortable rocking chair in the dining room. And another thing, I almost forgot at the store, this chair was even half off. So I was already blown away by how cheap it was, and then to find out that it was half off was even better. And I think it looks really nice over there in that little corner. It makes it feel really cozy and just comforting. All right, so I think we're gonna be putting most of the items away in my kitchen just because in my last video, we redecorated my dining room and my kitchen is right off my dining room. And so I feel like it's really noticeable how boring my kitchen is now. And I want it to have more life and personality. And I think lots of the items are gonna fit in really well in here. Okay, so I think we're gonna start off with this little area. So right now it's pretty boring and I'm gonna just take everything out and then try and think of how I want it to look now. I kind of already have an idea of what I'm gonna put in this space, but I'm gonna start off by just taking everything out of it, which there's really not that much to take out, so this will be fast. My dad actually made this, so I'm still gonna keep this in my kitchen, but I'm just gonna move it somewhere else. So I think the first item that we're gonna put into this space is this beautiful tray. I'm so happy that I found this. I love the gold accent in it. So I'm gonna put it right over there. And then this is the frame that I picked up. I didn't like the print that was in it. It just wasn't my style, but I did put a picture of my husband, myself, and my daughter in it. And I'm gonna put it over here in the kitchen. All right, so I'm already excited with how it's looking because now I know what I want to put on this tray next. I'm so happy with these. So I'm gonna put one here, and I'm actually gonna put both of these on here, but I'm gonna kind of stagger them out so they're not just lined up. And I'm also gonna add this beautiful gold leaf bowl that we thrifted. But wait. I'm really happy with this. I think this has so much more personality over here. It's very charming. And then right when you walk into my kitchen, this will be the first thing that you see now. So now I think we're gonna move on to the other side of the sink. So with this little vase, I did put one of my little greeneries that I had in my kitchen, and I'm really happy with how it looks because this one was getting way too tall for the vase that it was in. And I think that this worked out perfectly. So I'm actually gonna put this right over here. And I'm also gonna use this little wooden jar over here. And I like this because it's a little harder to open and it has a little lid with it. And I like to take off my rings when I'm working in the kitchen or if I'm cleaning. And so I like to put my rings in bowls, and I'm gonna have it right here next to the soap. And I like the fact that it has a lid and it's a little bit harder to open. That way my kids can't take my ring and lose it. So I'm gonna put this right here. I'm already happy with how this turned out. I will be getting a glass soap dispenser, so just imagine that it's glass. I already think it looks good as it is. I definitely need something right here because it feels like the space is boring right in between. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this print and I'm gonna put it in the kitchen. So this is the one that we just thrifted, and I'm just gonna lean it up against the counter. I'm also gonna add the new frame that I got, and I just put one of these pressed flowers that my husband and I did, and I'm gonna put this layered on it to add some more dimension. Oh, I think this looks really great. I love this new little print that we got, and I actually really love this frame, how it has this textured weave, and then it also has this wood that's kind of worn, and I like that. We've placed lots of our finds so far in the kitchen. I do want to do something over here, and I have an idea. So I'm going to switch out that white plain utensil holder that I have currently, and I think I bought that a while back at TJ Maxx, and I don't really like the look of it anymore. And I'm going to put my utensils in this beautiful vase, the one with the chickens and the flowers, and I did just wash this, so I'm going to put this over here now. Now I'm gonna grab this, the cutting board that my dad made, and I'm gonna use it as a platter or a tray because I don't really want to use it as a cutting board because I think it's too pretty to actually use and hurt. So I'm gonna move my knives and I'm gonna put this at an angle over here. And now I'm gonna put my little utensils up there. But we definitely need something else here. This vase, I'm gonna put it next to it, and I love the fact that I feel like the vases kind of go together, but I'm not done. You guys know that I found this lampshade at Goodwill, and it's the perfect size. If you guys watched my last video, know that I made that other vase into a lamp, and I was really excited about it. Now I'm gonna make this vase into another little lamp because I've been seeing so many pictures on Pinterest with people having little lamps in their kitchen. That's what we're gonna do. So I bought another little light bulb. I'm gonna have these linked below because quite a few guys were asking about the light bulbs that I used in my last video. So I will have these linked below along with the attachment that I'm using for this lampshade. And it's literally that easy. And I also really like the light bulbs that I've been getting because they come with a little remote control. Boop, boop. So that way I don't have to be reaching in here, and I can also change the light and the temperature. But I'm gonna turn it on for now. And I just like to put my little remote control in this little bowl so it's kind of hidden. Okay, so this looks great already, but I do feel like I need one more item because I like to put things of 3 together. So I'm just gonna put my little butter crock right here. And I think that looks really good. Oh, I'm so excited about this little lamp. So we have one more space that I do wanna do something with. This little space over here. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I feel like we can make it look better. So instead of just having the zucchini on the counter, I'm gonna put it in this little basket that I got. And then for the other fruit, I'm gonna put it in this one. And here's another handmade cutting board that my dad made. And again, I feel like this should be on display and not used as a cutting board because it's too pretty. So I'm gonna leave this down as a tray, and I'm gonna put this basket on top of it. Put this one next to it. And I think that looks really cute like that. And I still have so much space here. So this is not thrifted, but I've had this little towel holder for the longest time and I don't like it, but I've just never bothered to change it out. And I just ordered this, and I'm actually gonna put this up right now. I think this will look better. This is one that goes under your cabinets. What's nice is this actually just has an adhesive. So I'm gonna try it out in this one spot that I'm thinking, and if we don't want it there, then we can just take it off. And then it also has screws. So once you decide where you actually want it, then you can screw it in. But for now, I'm just gonna do the adhesive. I think that actually looks really good. I like that because I feel like it cleans it up and it doesn't take up any more counter space. And it looks much better than this little thing did. This was also very dirty. Oh, how embarrassing. I do have some items that I'm not going to be using right now in this video, like these beautiful bamboo fans. I think these are amazing, and I've seen so many pictures on Pinterest with people using vintage fans like these, and these are bamboo. They're in amazing condition, and I definitely felt very blessed to find these. But I think I'm gonna save these for a different decorating project, so you will be seeing these later on in the future. Another item that I'm not gonna be using right now today, but this bowl is absolutely stunning. And this is definitely very boho, world traveler. And again, another piece that you're gonna be seeing later on in my videos. Okay, I feel like we definitely have to talk about these. I think these are so unique and just so fun. So we have Santa and then we have Mrs. Claus. And obviously I'm not gonna be using these right now because they're Christmas decorations, but these are vintage, they are mid-century modern, and they are so unique and fun. And I will definitely be using both of these during Christmas time. Another item that I'm not gonna be using right now, I do think that I'm gonna be putting this in my bedroom when I redo that. So happy that I found this, but I will be waiting on decorating with this one. So I'm not gonna be using this picture frame right now either. I do love the fact that it's solid wood, and I love the geometric print through it and the texture. And this is probably gonna be an item that I use in my bedroom, but I'm gonna hold off on using it right now. All right, so let's go over how much I spent. So on day one, I spent $75, which kind of blew my mind because I found so many amazing treasures. Day two, I spent $26. So in total, I spent $101. So yes, technically I did go over budget by $1, but I'm okay with that because I can't think of anything that I would have been okay with leaving behind. And this was just from one day of thrifting. I was able to transform my entire kitchen, or at least I feel like I was, and I still have so many other items that I can carry on to other redecorating projects around my house. So let me know down below, what was your favorite item that I thrifted? And as always, if you think that I earned a like on this video or your subscription, I would really appreciate that. Stay tuned for next week because I'm gonna be doing another $100 challenge where I go and I find my Pinterest fall wardrobe for $100. But I hope to see you next week, and until then, bye friends.